fucking road. I want my intro to be an animation. So I'm thinking about making my variant, my vlogging helmet. Oh my god, Bank of fucking America. This part of the video will not be going on YouTube. Alright, so ready for another vlog. Now that I found my Bank of America ATM, piece of shit. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, I don't know when I'm going to post these vlogs, but I was just looking for a Bank of America ATM. Couldn't find the one I was looking for, pulled off on the side of the road. I get on my phone and it says that there's another one, not the one I originally wanted to go to, but a different one. And I was like right on top of it. I'm like, what the hell? And it looked like 20 feet down the road and there's a fucking Bank of America sitting there. My fucking luck, you know. Anyway, so now that I have money, I'm going to get my hair cut. Ow! Because I don't take cash, I don't use cash ever. And a friend of mine cuts my hair, so I can't pay him in a freaking... I can't give him a debit card and be like, here you go, how much is it? So yeah, I had to go find some cash. I had to find some quick cash. Quick cash title loans. So what shall this topic be? I have a lot of topics lately, and it's funny, lately, most of my topics that I come up with that I want to do, by the way, there's the CDC, so if the zombie apocalypse happens, I'm going to be looking for you guys coming down to me. Anyway, hey, that old man on a scooter waved at me. Hello! I'm going to start doing that every time a scooter rides by, and waves. So, lately, most of my topics, I feel like I have ADD right now. Most of my topics lately have been because of, I get messages from subscribers, or, you know, just messages, they're not necessarily subscribers, but they say stuff on the messages, and either, you know, sometimes it's a message where I've gotten a lot of that message before, and I want to do a video so I can point people to the video I made instead of having to send out these long, you know, responses. So that's sometimes how I come up with videos, but lately it's been people ask me questions and I'm like, what? And my reaction to their stuff it's crazy because I don't know how other motovloggers respond when people ask them questions like personal messages. This isn't really comments, this is like PMs that you get to your inbox or whatever. So you know, like every motovlogger, I'm sure I get a decent amount of messages. You know, from just people wondering, you know, I don't fucking know anything. Like, do you think I can ride an R6? Or do you think my first bike should be an R6? Or, how long have you been riding? Or, how old are you? It's just shit like that. You know, other motovloggers are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, I get all these messages, and I mean, you know, when I have time, I sit down, I go through my personal messages, and I respond. I type out every response I have to them. And, you know, I try to be as... What the fuck is happening? I try to be as sincere as possible. And, you know, I tell the truth. People tell me, you know, should I start out on an R6? Or I'm going to be getting an R6 soon as my first bike. What do you think about that? You know, I'm honest with them. I think that's not a good idea. I describe why, and this happened mainly because today I typed out a really lengthy PM. Like, it was, my response to him was longer than his question to me. It was very rare. Normally I don't make them that long. So anyway, I responded to this guy, and he seemed like a legit dude. Said he had rode scooters a little bit, a teeny bit, and he's about to graduate, and he asked me two things. He was like, I want to get an R6 because it's my dream bike. And I was like, all right, I hear that. And what does your family think about it? And I got so caught up in the first part of that question that I didn't even answer his family part. But anyway, I'm saying all this because I'll get into the other stuff on another video. But when I respond to people on YouTube, like personal messages from people, I get this overwhelming, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you replied, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm wondering is, it's more of a question to vloggers, you know, that have a decent amount of subscribers. And I mean, the way these people that message me, like, I guess you guys, because you guys are the ones I guess message me, but y'all act like I'm not gonna respond to you, and if I do respond, I'm gonna be rude. I'm just wondering, what is your experience with talking or sending messages to motovloggers that you consider to be popular? I don't consider myself to be a popular motovlogger. You know, I consider myself like an up and coming motovlogger. Anyway, but yeah, these guys, I respond to them. They're like, "Oh my gosh, you actually responded, and you're not a douche about it." So I want to know your experiences with it, because I mean, I don't know if I've messaged a lot of motovloggers personally, unless I know them, you know. So are y'all having like negative experiences with when you message people? I'm just curious, because I'm not gonna put the messages on there because they're personal messages, and you know that the definition of that I feel would be rude. But yeah, are y'all getting like, who's being mean? Like, I mean, not obviously don't say it in the comments, but yeah. And if you're a popular motovlogger and you watch this, how do y'all respond to personal messages? Do y'all, you know, just, how do you do that? I'm just wondering what's happening with these people where they think motovloggers that are going to respond to them are going to be rude, or not even answer them. So yeah, hopefully the viewers and the other more popular motovloggers can help me out. And I mean, compared to you guys, like the bigger guys, you know, I don't have a lot of subscribers at all. I have a third of most of y'all's, maybe, you know. So do you get, you know, I mean, I can understand if you get a lot of messages, because I don't get that many, you know. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say how many I get, but I don't get enough to where I'm like pissed off when I get a message, you know. So let me know how many, or what's happening with you guys, on what your feelings on the PMs are, or if you're one of the guys that are PMing us, you know, what are your experiences? I'd like to have some conversation-y stuff going on in the comments, you know, because I do have a mixture of viewers, of bigger vloggers and, you know, normal viewer guys. So, I don't know, I just want to figure out what's going on with this, because I try to be pretty polite and nice in all my comments. So yeah, let me know how you guys handle all that. And, this vlog has probably been long as fuck, so I'm gonna hang this shit up. I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Deuces, people! Rah! It's gonna be another one of those things where it failed to work, I think.
The cracks begin to show.